Okay, so this is like our third vlog for the evening, but we actually, after 3 hours of sitting around talking shit about how terrible our relationships have
Which
been,
we should just record anyway.
we should just record. So I just said, okay, well, let's get the camera because this is helpful shit. Now
I don't want to talk about it though.
No, okay, so how can we preface this? With, no names, but let's just say person X, who you were in a relationship with some time ago, was a manipulator, a liar, a horrible little piece of crap that I look at and go, wow, you're a horrible little piece of crap. Like, and that's before I knew that he was a horrible little piece of crap. He just seemed like a dropkick, which is what always made me wonder why you would be with him. And I never said it to your face until, well, I think I did end up saying it to your face at some point. But not until shit had got real bad. But the question that I have, which I think is a valid question, is in your normal day-to-day life, you're intelligent, you're articulate, you're smart, you're forward-thinking, you're an otherwise very smart, normal, clever individual.
Why do you go for losers?
Yeah.
I think, well, it's not just me, obviously. There's a lot of people like this.
Yeah.
I think particularly women. As you've said, why do they keep going for the loser? Why do they keep going for the losers? And you've set yourself up a loser Tinder profile.
Yeah, it's a fucking
to test
experiment.
It. Yeah. Oh, God. There's probably so many reasons. I mean, underlying reasons. We've probably got fucking daddy issues, or there's something within ourselves that we lack the confidence or whatever. I don't know. But for me, it comes back to I completely changed as a person. Completely. That was not Evana.
You even dyed your hair a completely different colour.
Yeah, I did. I also put on like 20 kilos. It's disgusting.
I didn't want to mention that part. But that's the thing too.
He was so good at manipulating that I think he's a narcissist. He's so good at manipulating and making, like you said, playing the victim and making me feel like everything was my fault, and that the shit stuff he did was due to things that I had done to make him do that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand the premise, but I mean, how terrible do you have to be at day-to-day life to justify cheating, hooking up with other people in front of you? Like, how much does someone have to convince you that you're a piece of crap to get away with that magnitude of bullshit?
Yeah, well, that's the thing he did. I completely changed as a person. He made me feel like everything was my fault, and that he did this because I did this. He did this because I did this.
But I mean, the question that I have, because my immediate take on this, not going too deep into it, but at a very superficial level, would be, if someone did that, why stay?
Well, I wouldn't now. Learning curve. That was the first time I've been in a relationship like that.
I mean, that's
so.
Very much an abusive relationship.
Yeah, it was the first time I've been in a relationship like that, and I guess I just kept questioning myself and doubting myself, and it wasn't me. I just completely, I don't know what the hell was going on, to be honest.
And neither did we as outsiders. Like, we'd do shit and then we'd be like, oh, hey, why don't you come hang out? You need some cheering up. And then you'd bring fuckface with you. And then I'm standing there like, shit, I kind of told this guy I was going to kick his ass.
Yeah. No, it was absolutely horrible. And then because of my retaliation and reaction to things that he was doing, I came off to the general public as the crazy one, and then he would again manipulate them. I mean,
you did do some Tarantino level shit though.
After he had cheated on me in front of my face. Yeah. But he would then manipulate other people into looking
to side with him.
Yeah. And to looking to me as the fucking crazy one. I'm like, but you don't understand the last year that he's been doing this crazy shit to me. You know what I mean?
And that's always the funny thing is when you go through the divorce of a breakup, who picks what sides. Yeah. I mean, what was funny is, my last relationship was a number of years ago now, and I lost people in that breakup that I had first, and I was like, but I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not the bad one here.
well, you never know what they've been saying about you behind your back. That's the thing.
Exactly.
So who knows? I mean, there are so many women and men as well. There's a lot of men in relationships with crazy ass women that get treated like shit. So, vice versa. There's a lot of women being just broken down by these abusive men.
What?
Why do we stay? I don't know.
What baffles my mind is that what kind of person does it take to be the abuser in a relationship like that? Like, if you're in a relationship with someone and you're constantly putting them down, making them feel worthless, like, whatever, to keep them at this level of whatever it is. Like, what the fuck's going on in your brain to treat somebody like that? Especially if it's your significant other, the mother of your children, whatever it is. Like, what kind of fucked is going on in that?
I think they're either a narcissist or they are so insecure within themselves that to make themselves feel better, they need to drag other people down.
Well, I mean, and that's not mutually exclusive to relationships. I mean, that's a common practice in a lot of things. But I guess it just blows my mind that people live like that every fucking day. And it's not okay. It is so fucking far from okay.
I think a lot of people in general put up with a lot of crap in relationships. And that's the thing. It's like, how long do you stay for and how much crap do you put up with?
Well, is there a defined line? I don't think there is a defined line. I think particularly when it's the emotional manipulation. I mean, physical violence, things of that, I mean, that's a pretty, in my mind, a pretty straight line. You know, like, if you get a sock from your man, the fuck out. Like, I don't see that that's getting any better.
A lot of women don't stay. And men. I know a lot of females, you know, you've heard stories about females who hit their guys as well. You know, it's like, why do they stay? See, I can't say because I've never been in that situation, but I feel like I would not stay. But then again, if I was in that kind of relationship where they manipulated me so much into thinking it was my fault, because I know that that is a common thought process within women that are in abusive relationships. They basically think that they brought it on themselves. Do you know what I mean? So they somehow justify it in their head. Oh no, you know, he didn't mean it, and he didn't, it's because I was out of line, and you know, that kind of thing.
That's fucked.
It's such a mind fuck being in a relationship like that it really does, it changes you and you just lose yourself and you, yeah, I don't know, I can't explain it, but
no, I mean, and I don't think I've ever experienced it either. I mean, I've never been, you know, physically abusive or anything like that. I mean, I'm just trying to, I mean, I can't relate to any of that. I mean, the only thing that I've ever really experienced, which was almost a common trend, was girls I was dating were having serious emotional problems, and I seemed to help them out of it, and then they fucking cheat on me. So that was great.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I guess my personality is, or my, whatever you want to call it, is, you know, if I see someone unhappy, then hey, let's make them happy, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
the same as well. So you're a fixer.
Yeah, but do you know what? The thing for me, though, is I'm kind of over fixing other people's shit just to watch it fuck off into the distance. I mean, my last one was incredibly fucking broken to the point where I said, you need to get some counselling, which never happened. So ultimately, she cheated on me too. But it was like, I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know what it is about me that attracts these crazy people. Well, I think crazy is unfair. I think that I don't know what it is about me that attracts these people that have got these kind of problems. Maybe
because you're so stable. Like, you're a solid dude.
I wonder if I am anymore, though. I don't think I... No. I mean, there's, you know, I certainly have had, in the last, 2 years, a lot of emotional up and downs. I don't think I'm as stable as I used to be.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that... Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you know, someone who's unstable sees someone who's stable as something to cling on to, and then maybe once that person gets stable, then they don't need you anymore. I mean, that makes a lot... Fuck, you just blew my mind.
You're welcome.
It wasn't a good thing. I just figured out why all these people keep fucking me over.
I am a fixer as well, because I want to help make people happy, and I automatically take on that mother role, and they very much allow it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
then
Fuck, I would. Yeah, I'd love some toast. Thanks.
Yeah, but what happens is, over time, that resentment slowly starts building. Because I already have a child, I don't need another one. So the fact that I need to nag you to do the goddamn dishes once a week, like, sorry about it, while I'm working 7 days a week and cooking and cleaning and doing all the errands and doing your frickin' laundry and folding it and putting it on the end of your bed, only for you to kick off every night for me to refold it and put it back on the end of the bed again just because you're too lazy to put it in the goddamn drawer. Like, can you just do the dishes once a week?
I'll do the dishes twice a week.
I'm sorry that I'm asking so much. I don't know where I was going with the point.
No, but you're on a roll. It's good. I like it. No, but you know what it is though, and this is very, very typical of pretty much any dude. And I admit I would be exactly the same. Is that if you give me an inch of leeway to be lazy, I will take a mile.
So does that mean I've got to be a bitch right from the?
No, it means that well, not everybody's like that, and I think that once you work out a fair balance of, you know, and I'm not talking about gender roles, I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm saying talking about a role, you know, like, okay, so you're saying, well, you know, you're doing the ironing and the folding. Well, then I'll do, you know, something else that you're less inclined to do that is a forte of mine or whatever it is. But if that doesn't happen, that's where the problem is. And if that isn't happening, then the problem isn't necessarily about working out a schedule. The problem is that you've made somebody feel so very comfortable in to being able to live as a kept man. I mean, who wouldn't want to be? I mean, how many of you dudes watching this would not want to be a kept man? That's what I thought. Who wouldn't want some beautiful woman doing everything for you? I mean, that's the fucking dream. That is the dream.
What am I getting out of the relationship?
Yeah, well, that's where it gets tricky because I don't know. I mean, I'll make you laugh every now and then.
You know, talking about those gender roles, I'm not the stay-at-home wife that does that and then you pay all the bills and leave me your credit card. No, because I'm working as well. So I'm working 7 days a week and doing all that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're probably working more.
So, you know, what am I getting out of it? I get to be with you. Awesome. That's a bonus.
I am pretty cool. But no, and that's an entirely valid point.
So yeah, that's my issue is I automatically, because I am very motherly and I like to take care of people and I like to help people.
When was the last time you made me a sandwich? Have you ever made me a sandwich?
I don't have any bread in the house, like gluten intolerance. Like, get gassy.
And we all know what your farts are like.
Pizza farts.
What was the website?
Take on the mother role
to the
in
Rainbow's End, and you've got that outro where you bombed your whole house. That was Sal's Pizza after 2 months of no bread.
Yeah, 2 months. Was it 2 months? It was a long time.
It was when you were training for something.
Training for a bodybuilding comp. Yeah, that was rough. Anyway, we've gone off topic.
And let's leave it there. I think that we've covered a lot. Last piece of advice for anybody who's not happy in their shitty relationship with their manipulative piece of shit.
Fucking get out.
Get the fuck out.
They're not going to change. People very rarely change unless they have some massive turning point in their own lives where a light bulb goes off and they want to change for themselves, not for anybody else. You're not going to get them to change. Bottom line. Not going to happen. If you're unhappy, get out.
Hashtag make it home. That's the one for civil defence.
That is in saying that, going back a bit, if you've both tried rationally to make things work. If you're
sometimes maybe it's just better off to be single and work on yourself to make yourself a better person, so that when somebody who's good comes along, you're a better person for them. Who fucking deserves it? I've been working on myself for the last fucking 3.5, 4 years.
Well, I'm continuously working on myself. That's the thing, and that's.
I did like your red hair though. That was kind of cool.
That's
Even though it was emo as fuck.
I don't think self-development ever stops.
Well, to be honest, I think a lot of the time it does. I think people get to 21 and go, okay, this is my trade for the rest of my life. Boom, that's me. I'm done.
No, see, again, this is where we are different because we're continuously, like you said, waking up and thinking about how we're going to make today better than yesterday. So that's a whole nother kettle of fish, isn't it?
Anyway, team, thanks for watching. I think this is probably the most deep we've ever been in one of these. So.
Deep. You said deep.
And there goes all sincerity that we ever had.